Welcome, DC family. This is the District Sports Report. My name is Gregory Henderson, reporting live, bringing you DC sports content the way nobody else can. Let's get right to it. We're here to recap the Washington Wizards game versus the New York Knicks. New York Knicks came in at 10-33, so they're 23 games below 500. Wizards skirting in with a record of 18-26, still 8 games below 500, sitting at number 10 in the East. Now, this game is played in London at the O2 Arena. It was sold out. This is a home game for the Wizards, so one of the few times we get to play in front of a full crowd. So I know the energy was going to be electric. Let's get right to it. There were some flight delays getting to London, so they dealt with some technical difficulties, but they got there. According to the photos, looked like they had a great time kind of sightseeing and just enjoying the London culture. Getting to the game, first quarter, Wiz got down by 10 points early, 20-30 in the first quarter. Just a lot of bad play. Just didn't look good. Second quarter, we played a little bit better, but not enough to make a dent in the lead. Halftime, we were still down by 10, 63-53. Now, third quarter comes around and didn't make much of an impact. We started playing a little better defensively, but couldn't really get hot on the offensive end. Actually got down a little bit more and went into the fourth quarter down by 12. Now, we allowed 60 points at halftime. As we've often talked about on this show, defensively, that's a recipe for not success. And let's face it, the Knicks are not a great team offensively. They definitely don't average 60 points in the half, don't average 120 points a game. This team averages somewhere around 100, 105 points a game. So this is not indicative of how we should be playing defense against a team that has no all-stars, with Porzingis out and even Enes Kanter out right now because of the difficulties he's facing with an injury and the craziness that's going on with him in his country of Turkey, with them actually putting a warrant out for him. So, fourth quarter comes around, and thank God there are fourth quarters to a game, guys, because we balled out. Wizards came out like gangbusters, went on a 17-2 run to finally take the lead, 99-98 on a Trevor Ariza finger roll layup. So things were looking good with about a minute left. We were up, but Noah Vonleh made a tough hook shot in the lane to give the Knicks a 100-99 lead. So we were down by one, about a minute left. And after a play where we got a bad shot off, they got a rebound, but then they took a bad shot and we got the rebound. 2 seconds left in the game. Do you believe in miracles? Woo, I do now. So on the final play, Bradley Beal pushes a pass to Thomas Bryant going down the lane. He goes up for a layup against two Knicks defenders. It appears to be blocked by Knicks guard Alonzo Treese. But the Wizards started celebrating and jubilating after the score because on the floor they called it a goaltend. Never seen a game end like this, and it had to go to review. So they had to check it out to see if, in fact, the ball was goaltended. It was a long, stressful review. Didn't know which way it was going to go, but thank goodness they did claim that the call was confirmed. We got the W. Big time win in London. Nice way to lead the country on a W. Wiz get the win, 101-100. Great victory. Now, we outscored the Knicks 24-11 in the fourth quarter, only allowing 37 points in the second half after giving up that 63 in the first half. So great defensive effort in the second half all around. Big takeaways from the game. This was a jolly good game for our man Bradley Beal. He didn't shoot great. He was 10 for 29 from the field, but he finished strong with 26 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Beal is playing absolutely amazing, okay, this whole year. He's averaging 25 points a game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Do you know that only 2 players in Bullets and Wizards history have ever averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists for an entire year? MJ and C. Webb. That's right. The GOAT, Michael Jordan, and our hometown hero, well, Michigan, but we adopt him, Chris Webber, are the only ones who have ever averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists for an entire year. Today is the final day to vote for All-Star. After this video, go to NBA.com, vote for Bradley Beal, get my man in Charlotte. he deserves to be there. Do you know in the past 10 games, Bradley Beal is averaging 30 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists? The man is playing astronomical. Big ups to our own DC3 Big Panda, Bradley Beal. And got to give some respect to Otto Porter. He pumped in 20 points, 11 rebounds. Wiz actually had 6 players in double figures against New York, including new addition, Sam Decker, who poured in 10 points on 5 of 9 shooting. Very impressive, Sam. And my man, rookie Troy Brown, who's finally starting to get in the rotation under Scott Brooks, which I've been begging for if you've been watching the show. He only had 2 points tonight, but he played great defense, and he had a posterizing dunk on Knicks forward Interlinka that definitely should have made SportsCenter. Big time dunk, big time drive. Glad to see my man finally getting some minutes. Now, Bradley Beal came out publicly and said that the Wizards will make the playoffs. I like that. I like that enthusiasm. I like that confidence, Brad. That's how you should say as a player. But Wizards owner Ted Leonis has kind of got under my skin. He came out publicly saying that we will never, ever tank. Hey, I don't like to tank. I like to win. I believe in that. But he reiterated that our goal is to make the playoffs and do better than we did last year. All right? Now, I have a problem with that. Really, Ted? Let's look at your other 3 teams. The Capitals won the Stanley Cup. The Mystics last year lost in the WNBA Finals. Your new team, the Washington Indoor Football Team, the Volters, won the championship in their first year. All right? But for the Wizards, our success is simply making the playoffs and losing? We made the playoffs the past 5 years, Ted. This should not be our goal anymore. The goal should be to win a championship or at least get to the Eastern Conference Finals. So I'm conflicted, right? Because I don't want to tank. I don't want to lose, right? I don't watch these games to see us take L's. But in my heart of hearts, if I'm being really honest with myself, I would much rather see us in the running for freshman phenom Zion Williamson or Duke guard R.J. Barrett than getting our ass kicked in the first round by Toronto or Milwaukee. All right? That is not doing better than we did last year. It's basically doing the same as we lost to Toronto last year in the playoffs. Plus, this year is a deep draft class. So, let's say we don't get one of the first 5 picks. You still get somebody who can be a contributor to your team and hopefully push us to the next level. Maybe be a diamond in the rough and become a star and actually get us towards some real playoff contention. I mean, you see these other teams like Milwaukee who are ascending, and us we're just kind of staying even keel or descending. Edward Brunfield, Eddie, Ernie, please, let's do something. Make a move. Let's get this team over the hump. Or blow it up. Because just making the playoffs, getting blitzed in the first round, or maybe even lucky to make the second round, is not indicative of a team that's trying to win. And the end goal should always be to win a championship. Third takeaway. I just want to give a shout out to the Capital City Go-Go. They featured a G League Player of the Week, Jordan McRae, who actually dropped 37 last night in a close loss to Wisconsin, just 24 hours after dropping 54 the night before to the Maine Red Claws. Just hand this man Player of the Week again. Jordan McRae is leading the G League with 29.8 points a game, y'all. He's the only player in the league that has multiple 40-point games, and now he adds a 50-point game to his clip. All right? Very impressive. The Go-Go are now 15-11. We're now 5th place in the East. Our next game is against the Grand Rapids Drive in Michigan. Let's go, Go-Go. This is a great first year for you guys. I'm really proud of the way you guys are playing. Washington Caps, unfortunately, we've lost 4 games straight. Last loss we caught to our former coach Barry Trotz. Got a little revenge on us. We're no longer leading the Metro Division after this slide, y'all. So we really need to get on track. The good thing is we got Brandon Hopi back from his eye injury. He played last game. He only allowed 2 goals, so that's a good step, especially after average gave up like 7 or something in the game before. So hopefully he can help us get back on track. Caps, let's do this, y'all. Let's get this division. Let's get back in contention. Washington Nationals. If you haven't heard the news, unfortunately, my man Bryce Harper is now being heavily courted by the Philadelphia Phillies. It's now reported that we are now not the leading candidate to land Harper back in D.C., which really has me a little down. We cannot lose Harper to the Phillies, okay? Dodgers are one thing, the Cubs are another, Yankees are a long shot, but the Phillies are in our division. We cannot lose them. I can't stand the Phillies. We cannot lose Harper to the Phillies. So Ted Lerner, you better roll out this money truck, bruh. Bring my man Harper back to the city, all right? Maryland Terps. Got to give a shout out to the mighty Terrapins. All right, my boys have won 6 straight games, including 5 straight in the Big Ten. So big ups. My man Cohen hitting some big shots. We winning some close games. That builds character. That's going to bode well for us in the tournament. We are 15-3 overall. We play our next game against Michigan State. This game is on the road in Michigan. They're number 6 in the nation right now. So it's going to be a tough win. They have won 19 straight Big Ten games. So this will be a great chance to end that streak on their home floor. Georgetown Hoyas. My goodness, it's been a rough week. We took another tough loss to Marquette, who's a ranked team, good team, but we could have beat them, should have beat them. Lost by 3, 74-71. This is a game that I thought we were going to pull out because their number 1 player, Howard, got injured in the first half. But they pulled it out, unfortunately. The Hoyas are now 12-6. We're 8th in the Big East. Next game is against Crichton at home on Monday. Let's get this thing back on track. Not too late to make the tournament, y'all. We can get this thing going. Hoyas got a great, gritty team. Just lost some close games. Look forward to seeing them get this victory against Crichton on MLK Day on Monday. Now, just want to give a quick shout to all my folks that are affected by this government shutdown. Like many of you, I got some family that have been furloughed and heavily affected financially. I just want to tell you guys to keep the faith. Keep the faith. I know things are looking bleak, but keep the faith that things are going to turn around. You know, do some self-care. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. In spirit of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, and on his birthday, he had a wonderful quote that I think we all can live by. You know, faith is taking that first step without seeing the whole staircase. It's taking that first step without seeing the end game. So, although we don't know when this government shutdown is ending, just keep the faith that things are going to be all right, and that if you're a God-fearing person, that God is going to keep you, and things are going to work out in the end. All right, DC family, I love you. Much respect. Enjoy the holiday. Let's get this wizard. Let's get this victory, Wizards. Let's get this victory, Capitals. Let's definitely get this victory, Georgetown. And I don't know who you're rooting for in the playoffs, but enjoy the playoffs. I'm secretly rooting for the Patriots to do it again. I know that's not a popular pick, but I'm rooting for the Patriots to come out. But I don't know what they're going to do against this young boy, Kansas City. If I had some money, I'd be rolling with you. All right, DC or nothing. Peace out. District Sports Report signing off. We will be at the Monday Detroit Pistons game at home. Wizards trying to get up into the 9th spot. Detroit is currently 1 game ahead of us. We will be in the building. If you're there, say what's up. Peace out. DC, we love you. District Sports Report, signing off.